Good morning, everyone. I am Michaela L. Carson. I am a writer and an author coach, and this is 3 Minute Thursday. And today we're going to talk about understanding your ideal reader. Um, I'm going to go ahead and get my timer going, and let's jump in. First of all, I want to say that Christian women is not a niche. We're digging in today to that wrestle that we all have about who exactly are we writing for. If your answer is Christian women, I want to lovingly challenge you. It's a starting point, yes, but it is not your finish line. In both nonfiction and fiction, you need to go deeper with your readers. So let's talk about how to really understand your readers so that your words reach the women that God intends them to reach, right? That Christian women category is sort of a surface level idea. It's not a bad start. Like I said, it's a starting point, but it covers thousands of different lives and personalities and needs and spiritual growth places and all of those things. Your book really isn't for all of them, and it shouldn't be. We can't write to that broad of an audience and have it actually connect. It ends up being really generic writing when we do that. So the goal is clarity, not crowd pleasing. When you're writing to all Christian women, you want to ask them, you want to cover all the bases, and you don't need to do that when you know your niche. So these are the questions I want you to ask yourself if that's how you've been viewing your ideal reader so far. What kind of Christian woman? What season of life is she in? What season of spiritual growth is she in? What keeps her up at night? What has she tried before that hasn't worked? How does she word? What kind of language does she use when she prays, journals, or searches online? What words and phrases and things are important to her? Whether you're writing devotionals or novels, doesn't matter. It's not about that wide net. It's really about showing up for the woman who needs your exact message. So besides surface level, we also need to look at psychographics over demographics. Demographics help, the age, denomination, marriage status, all that can be helpful. But the real insight lies within their psychographics. And you'll hear me talk about this a lot. It's their mindset, their values, pain points, spiritual desires. All of that is their psychographics. So for nonfiction, ask yourself, what transformation is she longing for? What lie is she believing that your message can help her replace with truth? What questions is she quietly asking God that your book will speak to? For fiction, it's going to look a little different. So, your questions for psychographics are more like what themes or characters are going to make her feel seen? What kind of emotional journey is she craving? And what tropes resonate with her because they mirror her real world hopes or her struggles. So, which things are going to connect with her because of her own life? The last thing I want to challenge you with is to pray and research. Start with prayer. God knows exactly who your reader is, and He's already preparing her heart to be ready for your message. Okay, so some things you can do. Oh, almost the end. Okay, so some things you can do. Have real conversations with women who fit your audience in real life, real people. Listen more than you talk. Pay attention to the words that they use, the fears they talk about, the longings that they voice. Listen to those things because it's going to help you know her. And then join spaces where they already are: Facebook groups, podcasts, Instagram threads, and things like that. Let their questions shape your marketing. The more specific you are, the more your writing is going to hit home for them. Okay? That's our 3 minutes. I do have a call to action for you today. I want you to ask yourself this week, who is the woman God had in mind when He gave me this assignment? All right, so your book is your assignment from God. Who is the woman that He had in mind when He gave it to you? Picture her, pray for her, get to know her, and then write to her. Okay? You're not writing to an audience, you're writing to a soul. And I want you to remember that this week. Drop a comment. Let me know one thing you've learned about your ideal reader so far. And let's help each other kind of get clarity on this, okay? Have an awesome rest of your day, everybody. Until next week.